So Michael, can I ask you, you play a composer in the film. Was there a particular piece of music that helped you sort of get into the right headspace for the film and your part?
Oh, for me, it's Elgar. It's a tune by Elgar, and it's my favourite tune. I've forgotten the blooming title right in this minute. That's what happens when you get old. You lose your short-term memory. You know, I can remember 10 pages of dialogue, and I can't remember where I put my glasses.
It seems like a very much a father and daughter story for you and your character.
Yeah, Sir Michael Caine plays my daddy, I think as I call him. I work for him, he's a famous conductor, and I'm his PA basically, so I haven't really flown the nest. I sleep in the same bed with him actually. My mum's dead, so yeah, we're very tight, super tight.
Is there anything that, you know, as an actor you're always looking for new roles and experiences that you may never have tapped into before? What was it about this that you may not have discovered?
I've never really explored father-daughter relationship before. That's probably the first time I've done that in drama, so it was interesting because I've got a dad and I have lots of strong feelings about him, so it was interesting. Yeah. I mean, working with Paolo is what made it really unique. He's a very, very unique filmmaker.
With Paolo being Italian, how did you find that the language? Was he able to kind of relay what he wanted really from you?
Yes. I mean, he doesn't actually talk before you do a scene. He just lets you do it. And he might make a couple of micro adjustments, but he's not a big talker. So, yeah, he's very mysterious. Very mysterious and glamorous and big cigar, big hair. He's heaven. He's heaven to work with.
You're playing a film director, and so with all the wealth of experience you've had, did you actually think of anybody in particular to portray help you portray your part?
Well, no one really in particular. Actors in New York are trained from the beginning to be their own directors and to be very thorough about it, because the director wants what you as the actor bring to the part. So you have to have the knowledge and the training, the experience of directing yourself, so you can put yourself in the hands of the character you're playing and the director, and then you work together to develop it.
And be free in the moment, I would think.
Sorry?
To be free in the moment, to take it wherever the part takes.
Well, that's what technique gives you, is the freedom to improvise within yourself, within certain boundaries within yourself.
And you're playing alongside Sir Michael Caine, your friend. Did you work on a backstory together at all?
We all read the same script, so we all develop our own backstories. You never know what an actor's backstory is. An actor searches for what inspires him, and you'll be surprised what that might mean.
What was it about the script when you read it that resonated with you?
One thing I love in it is just sort of the juxtaposition of the beauty and the sadness. You know, there's a lot of those at the same time, and I love what Paolo finds in these small moments that end up feeling so big. I think also seeing two old artists, one disillusioned, one still searching, was interesting. You know, sort of like I don't know what my future is going to be as an artist, but you know, I was certainly very moved by the story, by the script. So yeah.
With regards to the part that you're playing, what was it about him that you thought, you know what, I have to have this part? You know, you're scratching for.
Well, I thought it would be really fun to play an actor who is not me, and who's had a sort of different life and career, and what would it be like if I was that. And I also think something about he felt so kind of trapped by what he did. You know, this Mr. Robot film that he's done, that he wants to end up playing a very infamous character just to try to escape it. So he really was feeling, you know, I mean, that's a pretty extreme length to go to try to like bust down a wall. So, you know, interesting guy. Yeah.
Can I ask in the beginning what inspired you to write this story?
The first inspiration of this story was a real fact that I read on the newspaper. The Italian music conductor Riccardo Muti refused to play here for the Queen Elizabeth because they disagree about the repertorio,
The repertoire.
the repertoire, yeah. And this fact was strange at my eyes, so I decided to write something, and I did the script later.
You've got a phenomenal cast here. When you wrote the screenplay, had you always got these people in mind to play these parts?
Quando io scrivo la sceneggiatura?
Quando hai scritto la sceneggiatura, se avevi sempre in mente questi attori nel tuo cast?
Oh yeah. Michael Caine was the first idea when I wrote, and Paul, I met him at an evening and awards season in LA, and I was a big fan of him. So it was my dream to work with him. After that, I saw the movie of Paul Thomas Anderson, There Will Be Blood. And Rachel is a dream. Harvey has done all the most important movies that I loved in different years. So they were all in my mind, yes.
And working with the actors, I believe you're very minimal in the kind of direction that you give them. Is it something that you like to watch them and see what they can bring to that part?
Il tuo stile di regia minimalista e vuoi che loro facciano...
No, I trust them. I don't say anything at the beginning. They go along. And then take after take, I say few things. But they are so good that they don't need me.
How did you become attached to the project?
First of all, I can't believe that I'm attached to this, that I'm part of this project. I can't believe that I worked with such iconic actors and an amazing director. Well, I auditioned many times and I hoped, and it seemed impossible, but here I am. I love my character. I fell in love with the character since the first time that I auditioned. What can I say about the project? I mean, I love Paolo's work, and I absolutely love the movie. I watch it. It's my fourth time watching it tonight, and I discover something else every time. It was such an intense, beautiful journey for me, and I learned so much from each of them.
I was going to say, when you're working with the kind of talent that you're working with, you know, what was it that you picked up from them?
Every second you have something to pick up, but also even in the press conference and in Cannes, I mean, every answer that Michael Caine gives, it's brilliant. He's hilarious. I absolutely love him. I adore him. I love all of them, and I feel blessed. Yeah, I actually have to say that I was on set even when I was not supposed to be on set. I was always asking, like, can I stay one day more just to watch them? It's a small part, but again, I really love this character.